What's up, people? It's your boy Levelhead back with another live and level game. Apologize for the late start. Coming off the highways, supporting my son in his football career. Pretty good. And Pops want to be there to root him on, even though he got horrible coaches. Anyway, but that's not your business. Also want to apologize for the long hiatus. This Google, since Google Hangout does not host it anymore, you have to go through YouTube. It took me a while to figure out what I needed to do. Didn't know I was doing it the long way and not the short way and easy way, and I figured it out, and we're here. But didn't have the music ready to go because we ain't gonna be on here too long tonight, hopefully. I know when I say that we end up going long, but we're not going to go long tonight because we already starting late. But starting with Mr. Prime himself, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
We're doing that this week? We're introducing ourselves?
Yeah.
They know who I am.
Oh, okay. See, man, this is gonna turn into y'all, man. I tell you the truth. All right, KC.
What's up? It's your boy John Shaw back.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna be real quick. What you been gaming on, Shaw?
Man, I've been on that Forza 3, that Deus Ex. What else I've been playing? I downloaded this game called Paladins. That Nia was playing. I downloaded that. I'm supposed to be playing that this weekend. That's it, really. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. D2K?
I haven't really been gaming on much. I've been kind of busy this past couple of weeks. I've just been playing a little retro stuff here and there. I actually, the other day, I was playing NFL Blitz 2001 for the N64, and I recorded it, and then I actually went over it, and I added a lot of sound cues and stuff with music and sound effects, and it was kind of funny. I actually added, like, when the game is playing, I'm actually playing like music from like NFL Prime Time. You know how like when Chris Byrne would go over the highlights and stuff, the music they would be playing. I had some of that music playing in the background, and I had like some like sound effects with him, like, you could go all the way, whenever it's like somebody going for a touchdown and stuff, and but I uploaded it to Daily Motion, but I'm kind of scared to upload it to the YouTube because I'm pretty sure it's gonna get tall copyright claims. So I just said forget it, because I got a copyright strike like a month or so ago. So I pretty much took a lot of my videos down and haven't been uploading much on YouTube after that because I just don't want to be bothered with that foolishness. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. Well, as far as me, man, I went out and bought Dead or Alive 5. Caught it on a bargain for my Xbox One. Game that I always wanted, but never got around to buying it.
You don't want that work?
Huh?
So you don't want that work?
Man, I'll give it to you any day of the week that you want to get.
Man, not in that Dead or Alive.
I give it to you, Shaw. I will give it. See, I had a boy that King Cooper was talking that stuff on Street Fighters, so I handed him his behind.
You don't want it in Street Fighter either.
Okay, tonight, as soon as we get off.
I ain't got the PS Plus no more on that one.
Oh, see, now you're making excuses.
Hold on. I got the Dead or Alive though. It's all
but I ain't got live on Xbox. I don't have.
See, there you go. No, there you go. No.
But yeah, man, I was playing that pretty good, and I always have been a fan of Dead or Alive, a little bit more so than Tekken. I don't like Dead or Alive storylines, but I do like the fighting system a little bit more than Tekken. I think Tekken is probably more of a fan favorite than most would like Tekken over Dead or Alive. But me, I like Dead or Alive. I like the parries and the fast pace. It's easy to get into, but hard to master approach. Whereas Tekken, you really got to know how to do that chain, a lot of that chain move stuff. So,
didn't they just have a I don't know how long ago it was, but they added Mai from Fatal Fury in Dead or Alive.
My, I
She's
don't
the
know.
she's the chick with the fans and the
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. Yep. And they also got some characters from Virtual Fighter on there too. So
yeah, they were in there from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, they were. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I played through it. I haven't played through the story. I played through the arcade mode, something that Street Fighters and Capcom need to get their act together on and put an arcade mode in the Street Fighters 5 game.
That's a lost cause, man.
Yeah, it's not complete until that happened, in my opinion. Yeah. But also, I've been binging. Shaw reminded me that what's that? Luke Cage is on Netflix. And in a conversation we was having, he said, "Man, I've been binging out on that Luke Cage." So I forgot it was up, so I binged out on that. Been binging out on that lately. Got to go finish it up. I probably try to finish that up Saturday. So I've been on that. What else have I been doing? That's pretty much it. I haven't been gaming as much as I want to. I bought that new NFL 17. I traded in. I know it's going to make some folks mad when I say it, but I have a good reason. I traded in Star Fox 0. Now, I typically would not have traded in a game of that magnitude, but first of all, I did not enjoy it. I couldn't stand the controls. And I literally got $30 for it. So I figured I might.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I did. Well, it's a little mom and pop store here that does trade-ins, and they gave me 30 for it. And they said, I asked them how much would I get. They said 30. I made that move because
I did the same thing. Shoot.
So I gave it up. I got that Madden. It was on sale for $39. I got the Madden, and I also put some other stuff on. I got that Gears of War 4 coming this Monday. So I'll be on that as well. But yeah, man, I got rid of Star Fox, but I still got the box over there, and I got the game that came alongside it. It's still over there, but yeah, your boy gave away Star Fox. I really felt like I had turned my back on my Nintendo fandom, man, when I did it, but I had to do what I had to do. The game wasn't getting played, and I wasn't gonna play it anymore after that stage. I endured. And just was shooting wherever I could aim it because I couldn't aim it. I was done with the game. So, yeah, I traded it in, man. But anyway, so let's get into this, dude. There's been a lot of stuff that we've been gone for a while. What, about a month now? At least 3 weeks.
It's been a month.
Ain't much happened, but there's been some stirrings going on. Ubisoft CEO came out and talked about they called the NX fantastic. We still haven't gotten the reveal. Here it is, the 6th of October. We ain't heard anything from Nintendo. But Boogie 2988 in a Retropalooza panel was asked during a question and answer section a question about the NX, and he literally opened up and said some stuff that I don't think anybody was really expecting him to say. He said he had 2 sources or 2 connections, one with a Ubisoft developer, and one he did not disclose who that person was or who his association or who he's affiliated with. But he made some interesting statements about the NX. He did refer to it as a console. He did say that it has a mobile device that is detachable from the console. He used the analogy of Assassin's Creed, how he said that when you at home playing on your home console, you could be playing a game like Assassin's Creed, and then if you wanted to go, you could detach this mobile device that you could take with you and play Assassin's Creed on mobile, or like on the go. And then when you come home, you can dock the mobile aspect of the console to the console and begin to play the home experience on your big screen TV. And he said that the interface, I think, was really great. The innovation was really great. The other source he had said that they wish they had done it. So I'm taking it that must be from a third, like a company like Sony or Microsoft. because that's the only group I can think will say something like that. So they wish they had thought of it. They like it. They played with it for 20 minutes, and they're really enjoying it. So this brings up two questions. One, Eurogamers supposed leak, was that debunked, or is this just more speculation that we just don't mean nothing? I'm gonna throw that D2K first, then we go to John Shaw.
It's just more speculation. Don't mean anything. I mean, reason why I say that is because he didn't say anything that we didn't already know. Basically, what he was talking about is what Iwata said from the beginning. He said that this NX is going to be have multiple devices and then use a common operating system. He was saying he talked about how smartphone technology might be involved, and that was some of the things that he was talking about. This Boogie guy saying how you can take the mobile component and put it in your pocket.
Right.
Now, supposedly based off of this Eurogamer article and other articles that piggybacked off the Eurogamer article, the screen of this thing is supposed to be 6.2 inches. I can't imagine putting something that big in my pocket. Can you?
I think the Eurogamer piggybacking off, if they're trying to piggyback off of Biggie statements, I think they're just trying to make what they said still seem relevant.
No, this is going way back to when they first said the thing. Yeah,
I can't see that. I can't see that. No.
But if there was some type of connectivity to where through the operating system you can actually play NX games on your smartphone, that would make sense. And what he was talking about is saying how you can play Assassin's Creed and then take a portion of the game or a mobile version of the game on the detachable controller or the handheld or whatever it's going to be called and play it on there. He didn't say you could take the full game. You say you could take a mobile version of the game.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, for instance, with a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, it seems really strange to me that even if, let's just say for the sake of argument, that the Eurogamer article was 100% true and that the NX was a portable console only that you can play on your TV if you want to with a dock. I can't in my mind visualize how you can have a game of that size and magnitude be on a portable console. It just seems like it'd be too big. It'd be too much for the processor in a portable machine. It'd be a huge power draw. It just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. You would have to have something else to supplement that processing power for the draw distance of that huge world, because you literally everywhere you look is where you can go. That's what they say about Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Right.
But if you could take a portion of that game with you, let's say that if there's one portion of the whole world that you want to explore, you can take that part with you on the portable component and play that. And then when you come back home, you hook it up to the home console and you can continue where you left off, even though you can't go anywhere else, but there's one place, you still continuing on with the progression of the game.
So basically that part that you want to play is loaded on the mobile detachable device, and you can explore that data on there, but when you come back, it gives you full access to the whole game again.
Right. Now, this is just speculation by me. I'm not saying that's what he was saying.
I'm just trying to see if I'm understanding right, because that do sound kind of dope.
I mean, that's something I don't think anybody's ever done anything like that before. They maybe, but that definitely would be something new to me, and that definitely would be something that Nintendo would want to keep on the wraps. They won't want nobody else to know about that, because there's a lot of other companies, Sony and Microsoft, could definitely make use of something like that as well. So I don't know, like everything that he said was stuff you heard of before. Talk about it's a dream to code for this. It's going to be a great machine. We heard all that stuff before, so it didn't. To me, it didn't really resonate with me at all. I mean, it doesn't disprove the Eurogamer article, but it doesn't prove anything either. It's just basically, at this point, people are just basically taking bits and pieces of rumors and speculation and using them to create their own narratives. That's what Eurogamer did. That's where pretty much every other website is doing. Every time any rumor comes out about the NX, people take that rumor and they mash it up with other rumors, create their own narrative of what they think it's going to be for clickbait. It's all about clickbait money. So until Nintendo gets up there and says something and they run out of time, I mean, you got 5 months left. 5 months left. You run out of time. They need to go ahead and say something. But until Nintendo does say something, I'll just go by what Iwata said and keep it moving.
Shaw?
Don't need to want them to know nothing, so it don't matter. I mean, it's like he said, okay, here he was at a panel, right?
Yeah.
And so he just decided somebody asked a question, so he just decided to just all of a sudden disclose his information in that he's had for how long?
I don't know how
like,
long.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you've had this information, but now just only because somebody asked you, that's why you decided to give that information out.
I mean, if we was to assume that he had it for a while, then yeah.
Or if you just had it, if you had the information, why wouldn't you come out with it on your own? You know what I'm saying? Why would you wait till somebody asked you about it and then come out like that? Then not only that, then let's say you do got those sources and shit, right? Why would you go out and specify that out like that? You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you really got real, that's all I say. I'll take all these grants. Oh, my source said, because all these people that got these sources, they lying. Because if you really had a source, you wouldn't put them out there like that.
Lose your credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that too. I was like, well,
and as far as like with journalism, you use your source. What a source is used for is just to back up your information that you found, that you investigated. You know what I'm saying? And that's all a source is just to back that up. And sometimes you don't need to out the source in order. You just need to confirm it. And it's like, okay, you confirmed it, and then you let it out, but you don't have to let the source out.
Well, he said a source he has in Ubisoft.
Okay, so and that doesn't take that long to figure who he been talking to in the past. That doesn't take that long to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's
possible. I feel what you're saying. Go ahead though. I ain't gonna.
That's why you just airing stuff out. It's like and it's like for what? Then also like he said, you didn't say nothing that wasn't any different than where we already been been out here. Shut up. It's storming over here.
Okay.
And so it's not that different from anything that we already heard. It's like you really didn't say nothing. And so that's why I'm looking at like what's the big deal? Because like he didn't. What did he say? Because I'm like.
Well, he said
nothing.
Okay, I feel he didn't say much that we didn't know was speculated, but to me, some of the things he said, I did find interesting. Like he did say it had a disk drive.
I didn't hear that part. When he said that,
I think he did.
I don't remember. I don't know.
No, he did not say it. There was another article I read that said it had a disk drive. I'm sorry. No, he did not. But he did say it was a home console, that he said.
That I did hear.
And to me, that brings into focus Eurogamers leaked, and then it comes up to then I made the video. I don't know if you saw the device with me, and you talked about it several times, and you said you can't.
That's another thing we need to bring up, that Aikun thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up now because Shaw had already told me, it's like, man, I've seen devices like this at CIS. What is that you be going to? CES?
Yeah.
And like detachable controllers, that's nothing new. But then when this one came out, the Aikun Morpheus X300, that device looks just like what Eurogamer was describing, and what Boogie was describing don't sound like that. So someone, even though we don't know what it is, like I said in my video, I do believe what Boogie said was true. I don't think he was making up nothing. I just feel like he wasn't. I don't feel like his body language, what he was saying, it just didn't seem like he was just pulling nothing out of his butt. It just seemed like that's what he heard.
I give it to the point that he's not that type of a gamer to do that type of stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm just saying, like, what are you saying is like this whole incident is like, it just seems like it's like, what'd you do it for? Like, first off, why did somebody ask you that question? Like, how did they know that you knew?
Do you think
That's a good point.
the stage so he can answer it? I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. It's like, how did you know? How did that person just know that you knew? You're just a YouTuber. How, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Microsoft came to your house and showed the new Xbox, blah blah blah. Yeah, all that blah blah. I'm saying that's cool, but as far as closed information like that, who's disclosing that? Who's going to disclose the information to a YouTuber?
Well, maybe he put the person in the audience to ask that question.
That too, or that's what I'm saying. I just feel like if you had this for me, right? If I had some information about the NX, right, I would have been made me a video.
All of us would have. Everybody in this podcast, D2K would have made sure he made it. Made him a channel too. He got one, but he would have put it out.
I wouldn't have disclosed my source. I wouldn't even go to. Oh yeah, I got the person on the inside. I just say this is what I know. This is blah blah blah. Call it a day in the discussion. Believe it or don't believe it. I'll be right when the information come out.
It don't have to be true to get the clicks, and that's the whole point.
That's why when you ask why would he, I think at this point there's so many rumors out there, there's so many people saying this that he would just be lumped in with another person saying something that you can't authenticate or you can't vet or anyway. So it's just another words in the wind. You can believe it or not. So his source is not really getting outs or anything because who's to say he's telling the truth? So
that's why I told somebody in the comment section of one of these videos that was talking about this. I think it was Super Metal Dave's video when he was talking about this, and I was saying that he didn't really say anything that would get him in trouble with non-disclosure agreements or anything like that. Let's say if he actually did know he had some actual information from Nintendo or from wherever, he wouldn't that wouldn't get him in trouble because, like I said, everything that he said was stuff that we heard of before.
Right. It just verified what to me, it did counter Eurogamer, but it kind of confirmed earlier reports of what the NX was. Like the console with this detachable mobile device that detaches. So that means the console has to have chipsets and all that. And it goes back to what you were saying, D2K. I was wondering the same thing. How is a game like Zelda going to be on a handheld? How's that image going to look great just being streamed from the handheld to a 65-inch or a 55-inch TV without anything to assist it outside of power boost? Like I know chips, I know it help the chip out a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to be able to push 1080p graphics on the screen.
No.
So that never made any sense to me. So let's go to that. Boogie, we don't know if he tell him. We don't know. We can't bet him, but I believe him. I'll say personally, I believe him. But at the same time, it's still speculation at the end of the day. But let's talk about this Morpheus X300 by Aikun, Aikun. I started with you, D2K. So let's go to Shaw. Did you see this thing, man? You saw it, right? What you think about it?
I mean, it's not nothing new.
Do you feel like it was almost identical to what Eurogamer described?
It looked exactly like the drawings. Like, exactly like it. Like the controllers, everything, the same shape and all that.
Right. So do you think this is what they was? Do you think they just made this up or used this and made it up?
They might have. I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, dude, these sites do all kind of stuff. So I've seen all kind of stuff, and it's not putting nothing past nobody because they might have made it up. But like I said, them drawings and all this stuff that they had look exactly like that.
Yeah, I agree. D2K.
Well, I think people need to understand something is that the drawings that Eurogamer showed on their site when they actually revealed the story, I think they made those drawings. Those drawings don't look like anything that I've seen of any of the patents that were actually filed by Nintendo. Now, there are a lot of patents I saw that showed portable devices, but none of them look like that, so to speak. So I think that they saw this thing because this thing has been out there for at least a year and a half, maybe longer. And I think they saw this thing and they just basically created a narrative of what the NX could be, because it could turn out to be that. See, they were very smart and they were very meticulous how they set this whole narrative up. They took a lot of things that are possible and some things that might even be probable, but created their own narrative in order to create a certain type of response, a conditioned response from us, the gamers, in order to make money. If
but
this...
Let me ask this. Well, go on, finish what you just saying and I ask. Go ahead.
Well, like I said before in other podcasts, is that Nintendo coming out with a powerful console that can compete with the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox or whatever it's going to be called, Scorpio, and not having the gimmick and having the same kind of common architecture that the other consoles have, so it'll be easy to port games and all that stuff. That is good news, but it's not profitable news. People don't make money off of good news. They make money off of bad news. So that's the reason why Eurogamer and a lot of sites like them have to tack on, oh, it's going to be using the weak sauce Tegra X1 processor. Oh, it's only as powerful as an Xbox One, maybe. Oh, it might not even be more powerful than the Wii U until you hook it up to the dock and all kinds of things like that. Oh, it's going to have another type of gimmick with the detachable controllers that are going to be like Wiimotes and whatnot. They have to tack all the stuff that people don't want to this whole narrative so people can say, that's not what it's going to be. And you have people say, yes, it is. That's what it's going to be. It's ridiculous looking at the comment section of all these YouTubers channels and they're going back and forth. The pro of NVIDIA, the team NVIDIA, team AMD, you know.
I made my this today and a dude came in and you saw it. I'm like, dude, what do you? I said, Jesse, let me say if I entertain what you saying. Where do you get your source from? Because nothing you saying makes remotely any kind of sense. But I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, I dropped the bomb on him earlier before we came on, but
yeah, I saw that. I just thumbed it up. I saw your first paragraph. I was like, well, let me just find the thumbs up. I don't even read the rest to know that that first paragraph did it all. But yeah, man, go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like we're gonna see what it is. You know, I mean, I think whatever it is going to be pretty decent. It's not going to be. I mean, I think that whatever it is, everybody's going to have that kind of moment to it. But after a while, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. Because whatever we think the NX is, it's not going to be that. It's going to be something to this that we didn't see coming. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen, but it's going to be something about the NX that we see that we didn't expect to see.
So let me ask this, and I throw this back at Shaw. Let's say that this Morpheus X300 was actually the NX. Let's say this was the NX. Would that be something that you would want?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me explain why. You know, like give your reasons why and all that. You know,
game on the go. That's the reason why I said the portable gaming has been failing, because they strayed away from what we initially wanted portable gaming for, was to take our games on the go. You know what I'm saying? We wanted that home experience, but we wanted to be able to do that on the move. And that's what how mobile games do. The only thing that stopped mobile games from being like our console counterparts was the hardware. And as that got better, they could utilize that better. But then for some reason, as the stuff got better, they started wanting to make little quick experiences, little quick mobile phone games. It's like, and they strayed away from that, what made handheld gaming what it was. And so now they're trying to do mobile gaming. It's like, it don't work like that. The reason why mobile games are successful is because everybody already has that in their damn pocket, and half the games are free. You know, and once you get some people hooked, they spend the money on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just got done at the game. My friend's son was on his iPhone. He got Madden on it, and I mean, I told you about this, man. I want to do a video on it, but like Madden and NBA 2K, looking just like a game that you look like PlayStation 3 level graphics.
You probably only paid $2 or $3 for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I said, let me. I took it today because I was like, man, let me play this game to see if he actually controlling the person on the screen. So I picked it up, and you got the controls right there on the screen, touch screen controls, emulating I guess a joystick, and he was actually controlling it and moving the character like we would on the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or Nintendo Wii U. And I was like, man, if mobile phones have came a long way, man. I mean, what they doing with these games, I know you said it's a quick games, but they got some real detailed games on here too now, though.
Yeah, they got some detailed games on there now too because they're capitalizing on the market that handheld games are losing out on because nobody's making those type of games. Okay. And so they're making them for phones now, and people are playing them on their phones. So now they got controllers that you put on the phones to make them handheld consoles. Basically.
So basically, this if this device, the Morpheus X300 was really the Wii U, you would be fine with it because this is what mobile gaming was supposed to be.
Because if I could take, just like right now, if I could go and I could take my Skyrim right now and go take it on the go, I would. Only thing that stopped me is I got the lower tier Surface Pro, so I can't play it on my Surface. But if I had got the one I was supposed to get, I could play Skyrim on my Surface and I'd be fine. Take my game on the go, stuff like that. That's why I want to be able to expand my gaming system, my gaming habits, and my gaming,
So basically, because I remember you saying something about the Vita. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted the Vita to be.
Yeah, because take the PSP, right? PSP has some great games. PSP had some great games on. The only thing that hindered it was control scheme. They only had one analog stick on there, so the control scheme was messed up on it. So now here you have a more powerful system in the Vita, and it fixed that problem, which was the analog stick. And what would you would think? You would think you would bring those type of games that you brought on the last system, and you would bring that over to the new system, right? You would think that would be logical, but that's not what they do. They turn a whole 180. Like that first batch of games that came out, those are good. Like the Uncharted, the Unit 13, Gravity Rush, Rayman. That first batch of games for that first year was cool. Then they just flipped the script and went on some whole other level. And I don't know, it's like they just stopped making stuff.
Well, one part of that. Now I want to get back to this device, but I want to kind of ask you one thing because I think the reason they stopped making all those games that the Vita started out with was because of the big budget to make those games, and they wasn't selling because people didn't want that experience, that big of an experience.
Well, see, the thing is with that is like, yeah, it did take a lot, but see, the games would have sold more if they weren't trying to freaking gas the prices up on everything else. Okay. One the console came out at it was like $300. The handheld console came out at $300 right when you drop the price to your home console to like a $199 or something like that.
And that memory thing or whatever.
And then the memory was like half the console for like a day. You know what I'm saying? It was just stupid. It's like when you do stuff like that, of course you're not gonna sell. And if you don't sell that, you don't sell units, you're not gonna sell games. But going back to this system, there's some systems coming like Razer came. I think Razer came out with it, but I don't know how long it was on the market for. I don't know. It's just because it's a system I had forgot about. And they came out with a device that was just like it, and it basically was a portable PC. You can play your PC games and you can play all your PC games on there and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your whole Steam catalog, played it on there, play it on the go, and all the stuff like that. And so when I see this stuff like this, you can plug it up, plug it to the HDMI, and you're playing it just like a console. It's the same thing.
Well, let me ask you this: and I want to get D2K in here. Do you feel like it was too many movable parts? Like to me, I thought it was cool. Like I said in my video, I thought the X300 device, if that was to be the Wii U, is cool. Nothing that I would want, but it's cool. I mean, I like how it looked. It looked great in that form factor.
It's cool. It's
but
cool
I feel like
for the handheld factor. But as far as I don't know. It depends. Because it's cool. It's cool as a handheld factor, right? And how you just click it on there and you play like that. It's cool like that. But I don't know how well I would like it as a standalone controller. Right. But then again, I don't know because I kind of like that split configuration though, where you can rest each hand individually easily.
Well, my thing was, and I want to get DGK after this. I'm DGK. Once I get done saying this, you take over. My thing is, I got kids, and if I'm gonna have a device like this. Because that's the main reason I don't let them mess with my Wii U right now, because I didn't want them dropping that controller. Now you have a device, and let's say this has been targeted. Ubisoft said that this device is going to bring in the Wii audience. So you talk about the soccer moms and that casual audience.
Okay, question.
To me, I can't see a soccer mom wanting this device with all these potentials for failure or something being lost. Kid lose one side of the controller, so you only got
but the same could be said with the Wii.
Right, and it was an issue, bro. Like I got tired of for me, like I just got rid of the straps. I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm tired. Every time I take this thing, I gotta wrap this strap around here, put it on my. So I got tired of unhooking the nunchuck and hooking the nunchuck back in for this game, and this game don't call for the nunchuck, so you gotta. I got tired of that. I got sick and tired of hooking it, and then it started. One of my controllers, because my kids was rougher than I am, started to get loose. Like when you would stick it in, it wouldn't be as tight fitting as it used to be. And certain parts, like when I got the Remote Plus, I couldn't find one of my sleeves because I don't know if my son or my daughter misplaced it, but I had misplaced one of my sleeves for a while. I had to rediscover it, and it's just too many moving parts for kids.
You know what you need to do? You need to go buy that the mini SNES mini, and get that to your kids.
The one that's already built in?
Yeah, and get that to them. I mean, not the SNES, but the NES Mini, and get that to your kids and say, "Here, you play that."
Well, I mean, they undergraduate. My son, he don't even want to touch. He'll touch the Wii U if I let him, but he Xbox One, PlayStation 4. My daughter, I basically let her have the Wii, and she fine. But we gonna see. But they
gotta go get them Nerf cases.
Yeah. Go ahead, John Shaw. Not John Shaw, but D2K. With this X300, the Morpheus X300, if that was the actual NX, first question, would that be something that you want? And then second, describe what issues you would have with it.
No. And the reason being is that this particular thing has a outside-in strategy rather than an inside-out strategy.
Okay.
Let me try to explain that. If you have an image, like say you had an image in Photoshop, and the image was like 600 DPI, if I needed to make that image smaller, I can easily condense that picture to a smaller size or smaller. I'm losing my train of thought, but I can make the image smaller, and it will retain the fidelity of the picture. It won't lose anything from the picture. Now, if I start off with an image that's 72 DPI, which is usually most web images are, and I try to blow it up to 300 DPI, you still might be able to see the image, but it's going to look terrible. Right. And that's the problem I would have with this particular device is that, if I have a console to where I can break off the piece of the console and I can go take it portable and do all the stuff that this device is doing, that's fine. If we're starting off with a powerful console, then I can break this thing loose and have this as a portable game with detachable controls, all that stuff. That's fine. But if I'm starting with the console and that is the console itself, and all the processing has to come from this portable console, and I'm going up to a 1080p TV, that's not going to work.
Right.
And that's the problem that I have with this. And I don't think this thing is really designed for any serious games on a big screen TV. I mean, they had that particular video that they showed some pretty nice looking graphics for stuff. But when you have things that are on rails or they're in corridors or, sectioned off areas, it's not giving you a true essence of how powerful the console is. Because you can make one room and you can have all kinds of jazzy effects and stuff in that one room, but this is just one room though. Right. It's not a whole land or something. Right. So you can't play a game like a Skyrim or Zelda or a Witcher or Fallout on something that's small and then put on the big screen expected to no, it's not going to work. So that's something, if it was part of the NX, yeah. But if that was all it is, no, they can keep that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like that was one of my biggest concerns was, okay, if this dock that you described with this device doesn't have anything to assist in the resolution or stability, then basically everything is inside of this tablet. And first of all, I can't see what they can put in there that would because it's like mirror to mirror, like, so I got that Sony Blu-ray player upstairs on my TV, and I can do it with the Xbox One too. I can mirror what's on my phone to my TV. Well, on my phone, it looks fine because my phone is only like a 4.5 or 5-inch screen. But my TV downstairs is 65 inches. And it's blurry when I mirror what's on my phone to it. And I know it wouldn't be that simple with whatever that, if this was the NX and this X300 was the NX, but it would be like what you said, similar to it, where you try to blow that picture up to fill up your 65-inch TV to experience a home console experience. It's going to be more grainy than it will be on the actual tablet screen. And to me, I don't want that at all, because what I want to play is at home. And like what Shaw was saying, with what you said, D2K, with the ability to go and play on the go, but I want my home experience to be the grandiose experience. Like, I like the Wii U and I like what the Wii U do, because when I turn on the picture, it looks great, but I don't see this device allowing you to do that. And that's why I said I don't see Nintendo.
Exactly. And the Wii U had it right, because you started off with the console, you had the graphics looking as good as they did on the TV, and then when you played, you turn the TV off and you just play off TV play, it still looked good, right. But if you're trying to go the other way around, it's not going to work.
I agree, Shaw.
The technology to make it work has been out for a while, and it's just been out in several devices that you just don't think about it. Like when you go from a laptop to plugging your laptop up to the TV, that's one way of doing it too as well. Just like my Surface. My Surface is a little bitty tablet device. When I hook it up to my 40-inch TV, it still looks just the same. It's still 1080p and everything. So, I mean, it's like the technology's been there to do it. It's been there forever. So that's why I say I don't understand why people don't understand like how handhelds can't have that type of power. The power's been there. The technology's been there forever. It just hasn't been used yet.
Well, the power is there, but the price is not. The tablet is going to cost a lot more than what Nintendo would charge a handheld for. A laptop is going to cost a lot more than what Nintendo would charge for. So that's the caveat in all this.
Back in the day, yeah, but nowadays, I don't think it's that, because it's like we're so far. You get how we're talking about 4K and stuff right now, right?
Right.
Well, 2 years ago, I've already seen a 10K TV. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 years ago. We're not even on that yet. We ain't even on being able to record stuff like that yet. You know what I'm saying? But they already have that stuff in the making already.
Right.
Already ready to go. See, now they didn't advance so far that we haven't caught up yet. And so when we think about stuff when we think about it, yeah, the price might be high then, but now that stuff is not, it doesn't cost that much. Now, but as far as that device goes, if we go back to the patents, that's what the supplemental computing device is for too.
But see, that's the thing is that there is no supplemental computing device for this or what Eurogamer is talking about.
For that,
if it had a supplemental computing device, then it would work.
That's what I said. I was just basing off of what Eurogamer said it was.
Right. Because whenever somebody brings it up, they say no supplemental computing device. No, there's no extra power in the dock. The portable is all that it is. Period. Right. That's what they say.
Right, that's what I was going off of with the question. Because, if it's a supplemental computing device or if the dock has something in it like chipsets in it to assist with the image or assist with the transition to home console, then, it makes sense. But if that device is solely what it is and everything that Eurogamer said is supposed to be 720p, it is supposed to be weaker than or on a little bit more power than Wii or weaker than a Wii U, and all that. Then when you try to upscale that to or hook that to your TV, and that device is generating the image on both devices, I can't see it doing it. So you got to generate the image on the device itself and generate the image on my TV, and both of them is going to be crisp. I can't see it doing it.
Well, there are mobile devices that have ARM processors that are like 8-core processors and have at least 4 to 6 gig of RAM and stuff like that. They have some powerful smartphones out there and tablets out there,
affordable price.
Well, I mean, it's even more than that, because when you start talking about actually the games themselves and you talk about having to draw all of that information onto a screen, and you're using a processor from an embedded chip on a phone or a tablet or something like that, that's going to draw a lot of power. And it might be able to do it, but it's going to eat up a lot of power, battery power too. And that's something Nintendo just does not stand for. They do not want weak battery life. They try to get away from that as much as they possibly can. And that's the reason why I think that as far as a portable portion of the NX, they're going to be working probably with the same company that they work with the 3DS, which is the DMP company from Japan, because they've found a way to get decent graphics, but with very low power draw. But doing it this way, I'm pretty sure this Aikun thing probably has good battery life as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't be trying to sell it or whatever, or trying to find a distributor for it. They had to figure that problem out. But like I said, I've looked at other devices like the Razer. That thing was thousands of dollars. Then I looked at the NVIDIA Shield and stuff like that. I looked at the games that are actually there, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, there's not a lot of texture here. There's not a lot of effects here. These games look nice. I mean, there's no jaggies or anything like that, so they obviously have anti-aliasing turned on. But there's nothing here. There's nothing going on. It's just bare bones games, and that people are not going to want that. Now, for Nintendo's art style, even with their art style, I don't think that would be enough. I think they need more than that, because Nintendo likes to, even though their art style is cartoonish and stuff like that, it still makes stuff look really amazing. Like Yoshi's Woolly World, they pay attention to detail. Like you're walking on pillows and you can actually see the imprint of each footstep on the pillow and stuff like that. You're not going to get that kind of detail from a processor on the phone. I just don't see that.
Right, I agree. Shaw, we can start wrapping this up. I mean,
I got nothing to say. I don't know.
Like I said, this is all speculation. We haven't been on here in a while, but yeah, I thought the device. I thought it was very. It wasn't coincidental that.
I don't think what everybody else is saying is that's the NX. Like they bought their company. I don't believe that.
No.
Yeah, that's, oh my God, I can't. I just say, they bought the company, or people say, they bought NVIDIA Shield and all this type of stuff. Like, shut up, please.
People are really trying their hardest to make that Eurogamer leak legit, and it's like it's really boggling my mind. Like, why are you trying so hard to make this be what the NX is?
It's almost like people is suffering from battered person syndrome. It's all because they've been beat down so much by Nintendo and the stuff they've been doing wrong that they actually begun to like it and expect it. And when somebody comes along and says, "Well, Nintendo might actually do right this time," they're like, "No, don't do it." So it doesn't make any sense. But people are actually out there fighting and will probably be upset if the NX actually is powerful. They're actually fighting against the idea of the NX being powerful. They're fighting against it. They want it to be weak. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. They say, like, well, it can't say it'll be cheaper because it'll actually cost them more money to use older, more inferior technology. You got all these from both NVIDIA and AMD. You have newer graphics cards that are a lot less expensive than they used to be. And there's no reason for it. There's nothing advantageous at all for Nintendo to make this console weak. And then people will use the other excuse. Well, Nintendo's always been weak, or they've always had weak hardware. Wrong. The color TV game was the most powerful console of this generation. The NES was the second, or the third most powerful. SNES second most powerful. N64 most powerful. GameCube second most powerful. We didn't start seeing weak sauce stuff until the Wii came out and the Wii U, and they did that on purpose. So there's no reason to say that they can't have a powerful console again this time around.
Right. I don't know. I just sit back. I make my videos on my phone and I laugh at myself and stuff I'm doing, and I go about my business. I don't get this community no more. I don't get certain individuals no more. I just don't get it. And honestly, I don't care. So let them do what they want to do, man. To me, when I saw the X, I just found it very ironic and funny that this thing looked just like what Eurogamer described, as if they was looking at this device and saying, "Guys, we're going to say this is the NX." This is like, wow.
But you know what? It was kind of funny, but it wasn't funny because I don't like people attacking people. But when Super Metal Dave put up the video about the Aikun thing, and then his latest video about this Boogie thing, it's just so much hate in the comment section towards him. And I guess the saying is true, is that if you make people think they're thinking, they love you, but if you make people think, they hate you.
I found it funny that folks was using the whole line that this ain't new, this is old. And I'm like, well, if it's old, why didn't you put it on your video? Why did it take Super Metal Dave to put it up to make you come out? Oh, this old. Why y'all tripping off it? Well, if you saw it already, like Shaw said, if I got some information, I'm gonna make a video and put it up. You know what I'm saying? If you seen this, if I saw that video first, I would be like, wait a minute, man. This looks just like and sounds just like and is a split image of what Eurogamer just described, and the drawings that they have looks exactly like this thing. I don't understand how would you have the information, sit on it, tell everybody this is the NX, and then when somebody show another company that's already done all that stuff, then you want to come out and then start trying to point out what it don't have, or what it don't have this and it don't have it. Like, shut up, move on. You probably didn't know anything about this video. He found it. He's growing, his channel blowing up. You can't handle it. Probably envious, a little jealous of his success and popularity right now. Fall back. He's doing this. Let him have his spot. You know, let him have that spot right now because he got it. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, forget that. Forget all that. Let's get back to this X300. I mean, it's cool, but no, it ain't nothing I want. I understand why Shaw would want it, because like Shaw is a true blue gamer. I call myself a casual gamer. Everybody trying to see I'm not. I'm a casual gamer, man. So that to me, that, you know, I ain't trying to carry all that to work and all that. No, it's too much. Too many moving parts, too big. But it is. It's a perfect thing for travel. Now, if you're a person that travels all the time,
vacation,
I would do it.
Yeah.
But not going to work. Like Shaw literally, you know, don't you, Shaw? You set up at work. I've seen videos where he's playing for work. You know what I'm saying?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, you
He can't come out and announce it on the show.
nobody watching this.
You don't know.
I plead the fifth. The fifth. No, yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
No, man, you ain't got to discriminate yourself, man, for the Live and Level Gamers podcast. But no, man, I mean, I'm talking about like your handhelds and stuff. You taking them to work on your break and played on them, right?
Yep.
Right. See, like to me, that device is too big for that.
No.
Where would I put it? Like I would at least have a backpack.
Put it in my
for that
backpack.
thing.
Put it in my backpack.
Oh,
Pop it
man.
out my locker. That's the same thing I do with my Surface. And you gotta hold on. You gotta be telling too much on here.
Yeah. That's why I gave you an outbreak. I thought I set that up well. I said, yeah, on your break you play this type. I thought I did it good. But anyway, yeah, folks, this is our first time back. It's been a minute. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Gave y'all a good 45, 50 minutes of us rambling on about this NX stuff. Hopefully, I know Jedi Knight said he's actually in the States. He won't be able to make it on the podcast to the 23rd, so we probably won't do anything Sunday. So
Well, hopefully something to be going on around that time. It's possible.
Hopefully. So we'll be back next week, next Thursday, 8:30, our normal times. The boy figured it out, so we gonna be up and running. But I'm gonna let these dudes sign out, starting with Mr. Case, Kansas City, formerly from Denver, big Broncos fan. Go ahead and sign out.
Oh, you just did it for me. Well,
I ain't saying
no, this is your boy John Shaw. Check out fullfakegaming.com. I got some things in the works. We all got some things in the works. Stuff's gonna get moving again. I've been on a hiatus trying to do some things and had a vacation, so that's why I've been MIA for a while. But yeah, we're gonna get that back cracking starting next week. And try to do some different things. So stay tuned. Peace out.
Cool. Optimus Prime.
You always throw me for a loop when you do that. Yes, this is D2K signing off. I want to thank everybody that took part in the live chat. This is the first time that we've had that going since I've been on the show.
Oh, is it up? I don't even see it.
Yeah, it's up. You know,
no, it's on the other. I'm on the Google page.
I'm on the on YouTube page. You can see it. So appreciate everybody coming out watching the show, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yes, folks. The boy Levelhead, man. Like I said, happy to be back. Sorry for the long hiatus. But we're gonna try to keep this thing rolling. K-Bum, y'all, my boy having this anniversary, man, with his wife, man. So we out celebrating. That's why he wasn't here. But we all gonna be, doing our thing, man. Stay tuned on the channel. More on the goes coming. More. We're gonna have his new thing with me and K-Bum get up on Saturdays and play Madden. We're gonna be putting that up. There's a lot of new content coming to both my channel. I think D2K got some stuff on the rise. And we also got fulleffectgaming.com. Make sure you go over there and check us out. But till next time, folks, deuces.